Hello, chat. It's Monday, and that means that once more we find ourselves poised at the precipice of Kerbal Space Program. And while I do my free checks and inspections here to make sure everything is loaded correctly, let's try a few things.
Excellent!
Indeed, boys, it is excellent. How about this? Hey, it's me. Hi, chat. Welcome back. Let me know. I didn't change anything, but I want to know if the audio is still out of sync and in which direction that might be. Because on my end, obviously, you know, there's no delay between what the well, I mean, we want to get technical about it. There's no delay virtually between what the camera picks up and what the microphone picks up. But there is an option, if I choose to take it, to change the delay on the audio. So maybe that does something. I don't know. I'm not an audio guy. I'm not a visual guy. Really, I'm not much of a guy at all. I'm just here to play video games. And with that out of the way, let's transition over to some KSP. Uh-oh. Oh, my chat screen has gone down. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so I can see you, you can see me, and the game awaits. My mouse was being weird. Okay, that should be good. The last thing we want is for the mouse to screw up in the middle of a flight. Hi, Amikins. Welcome once again to Kerbals. Okay, so step one, every time we're at the KSC, we check the missions. Nothing has changed. Step two, oh wait, oh there was a thing here. Or did it say 0? I thought it said 8, but it might have just said 0. It just said 0. And also it's on this screen too, I could have just checked. Okay. We've got the Mun station, we've got the Min station. Can we hide this? That's not even a real thing, you can't hide it. Is it? Oh, you can, okay, you can turn off the unknown. Interesting. I think it's probably fine to leave it on there. Anything else? We've got some experiment stuff that we don't really care much about. Oh, I should just, I suppose I should check the missions, huh? Okay. So, build a new surface outpost on Minmus. That could be a fun thing to do. Plant flag on Gilly. I think we can actually do that right now. We have the miner down there. Science data from surface of Duna. We can probably transmit some of that. Bring a Duna stone and a blueberry back. That's going to be a little later. Let me check my checklist here. Duna to Kerbin isn't coming up till year 9. Our next window is Kerbin to Jewel, which is year 8, day 17. So that's coming up here, which is one of the things I want to work on. There's a delay between audio and cam, but maybe that's just me. No, it's probably not just you. It's probably the stream itself. Is it that the audio is coming before my lips are moving, or is it vice versa? And while we're sorting that out, I'm going to check calendar and see when our next whatchamacall. Program, transfer windows. Wait a minute. There it is. If you guys, you know, I'll just put this in this link in the chat. If you guys are ever wondering what I'm using for this, I've showed it on stream, but it's very straightforward. You put in your starting planet, you put in your destination, you put in what year/day it is. So we're year 7, day 223. So just put that in. and then plot it. Oh, I guess I need to put in the actual planet. So we're coming back from Eve. So Eve to Kerbin. And no insertion burn. So according to this, year 8, let me write this down. Get my pencil. Oop, kind of, my mics are touching. I don't know if they like that. I have several pencils up here. I should probably just pick one. All right, so that's Eve to Kerbin. It's year 9, day, no, year 8. Oh, that's coming up after our Kerbin to Jewel then. So year 8, day 319. So Kerbin to Eve, we did. Next up is Kerbin to Jewel. Got it. Okay. Back to the game. So why don't we check in on our... We have the Gilly Lander. That's the one that's supposed to come back. And this is Zeldred's pod, which was a mission that we picked up to rescue a Kerbin. Is that what they're called? Hang on. No, a Kerbal. Why do I keep calling them Kerbins? The planet is Kerbin. The little fellows are Kerbals. What is this? This is the Duna Lander? Oh, okay, we're just really close to Duna. That's why I couldn't see it. The Min Miner, which we should probably change the name to. So let's check it out. Let's see how they're doing down there. Also, I'm noticing there's a lot of dust up my stuff. I should probably dust this area at some point. Oop, wrong one. We want to go back down. Yeah, the ships like to jump when they're on these low gravity planets. You got to be careful. All right. Who's jumping out? Probably the pilot, right? Because this guy is, John Lee is running the whole show. Oh, what is that over there? Is that a sample we can take? No, I think it's one of those things you have to scan. We didn't bring a rover. Sad. All right, boys. Let's plant a flag. Yep. Is this perfectly safe? I'm pretty sure you could just jump. Yeah, you basically just float here. So it's all RCS or EVA pack, whatever you want to call it. Okay, turn it off. Slowly turn. All right, let's see where we're at. So EVA report. This is Gilly's Lowlands. So this is the Lowland site, or Lowlands site, with an S. Lowlands site. And who is this? This is Calvert. Was here. He's gonna put a little smiley face. There we go. All right, and then we'll grab a surface sample, and that's it. And that should have completed our mission. We got, holy cow, 200 grand just for planting a flag? We'll just chill here for a while then. Jeez, that's good money. All right, back on the boat. Look at him go. You know what I just remembered? Do these guys have lights, I think? Yeah, they do. Look at that. If it's ever too dark, I just got to remember to turn the light on. All right, there we go. And how's the ore situation? Yeah. Yep. Maybe we just go ahead and turn this on and let it all sort itself out while we go back to the Space Center. All right, so Emmykins is talking about my audio stuff. My lips are moving, which means I'm lying. You can hear my voice, but they're going too fast for me to tell. Oh, okay. Can you understand the words? that are coming out of my mouth. I do tend to talk kind of fast, I know that. In the meantime, while we're here, new surface outpost, plant flag on Ike. We could try to get some science data from the surface of Duna from the Dun station. That could be a useful use of our time. There's the Dun station. And yeah, we're going to want to head back to the Dun station at some point and grab... Although now I'm a little concerned because I don't know if you can grab just one data. I think you have to grab all the data, which is kind of a problem. Keep that one. Keep that one. Report, we can transmit that. Beautiful. I'm gonna just keep the rest of these. So we might actually, and I'd hate to do this, is do another Duna landing. And the only reason I hate to do it is because I don't know if we have enough fuel. But I suppose we can check. Yep. There's still plenty of fuel on here. It's not like we need this thing to move anytime soon. It's basically just a fuel depot. The visual is coming first. Okay, perfect. That we can fix. So hang on then. I'm going to switch to the camera. Doo-doo. And I am actually going to change the offset a bit. So what if two? No, because it's milliseconds. If I change it to 2 seconds, that's going to be absurd. I guess there's only one way to test it, right? Hello, 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 hello. Wait, no, if the visual's coming first. No, I want to turn off this doing. Okay, how about now? Ma ba 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 ba. Okay, because there was a 1 second delay. I think I got rid of that. I had put it in to test it and forgot to remove it. So we'll see if that fixes it. Let's go back to the game. Thank you, Emmykins, for your tireless effort as my moderator. I just realized it's super dark. You guys probably can't see much of this. Oh, but the Duna lander's right here. I want to go back to Duna, though. Maybe we just wait and do another Kerbal to Duna mission in the future. You think it might have fixed it? Yeah, it was automatically doing a 1 second delay, so it would have been pretty noticeable. Okay, well, we did that one, so there's another mission down for the day. Also, for those of you who didn't hear the great news, I'll be doing KSP every stream, except Tuesdays, for the next couple of weeks at least. So I know a lot of you come here specifically for Kerbals, and I intend to give you that, but I really want to push to get more Kerbal stuff in. Observational surveys. Oh, that would be like a plane. No. Position satellite. No. Inclination 159. Wouldn't that be like a backwards, a retrograde orbit? Repair a satellite. It doesn't give me much. All right. I think it's time to start doing some construction. What do you guys think? I know that's everybody's favorite part of the game. So we need something we can send to Jewel. So honestly, I think we can just start with the Mun Station design. That served us very well. Let's take a look here. So it's got the 2 docking ports, it's got the boom arms with the solar power. It's got a lot of RCS for some reason. I don't remember why I added that. I think that might have been for a mission. We can probably get rid of it. Let's get those out of here. That's too much extra weight. Oh, wait. Oh, this is the old design, isn't it? Okay, hold on. We don't want to save this. Let's switch over to Untitled Eve Station. And we should probably give this a better name. This is, generic station. Base station. Space station. It is what it says. That's what it does. It is a station in space. That's all that it is. And all that it ever will be. So I believe this one is designed to get into orbit with a full or nearly full orange tank and a skipper ready to go. So this takes us into the transfer, and then the rest of the fuel, whatever, what have you, is designed to get us the rest, or circularize it, get us the rest of the way into the insertion. And this is what we sent to Duna. This is what we probably should have sent to Eve, or maybe this is what we sent to Eve. It's Untitled Eve Station, obviously. What else could we do? Did we unlock any new science experiments? Gravioli, gravioli, give me the formula. Yes, we did. We got the gravioli, guys. Look at that. So that adds a new science bit to our arsenal of science. We don't need the fluid spectrovariometer. That's only useful in the atmosphere. A place we typically don't want to go with this thing. That's asking for trouble. Same goes with the seismic accelerometer. That has to be landed. Something we won't be doing. So we'll save this design. Let's check the cargo. Oh, nope. We do not want this in the VAB. Thank you. So I think for this, we're gonna want to chuck a few things in here. We're gonna want to send an extra docking port. Oh, these are big, geez. Okay. And we're gonna want to send a couple of fuel lines. You'll notice that these are the things we typically have issues with, right? Oh, it's black like that. That's weird. This is a cargo part that can be placed inside inventories. Yeah. What's the issue? We're making it look funny. All right, what else do we typically need? I suppose some EVA experiments kits are desired. Let's bring 2 just to be safe. How about some EVA repair kits? Those are very useful. We should really be putting these inside the lab, just in case, for whatever reason, one of these little habitat modules gets busted off. Yeah, that's probably smart. So what other issues have we had in the past with these things? We had the shearing off of the docking port, which was... What the heck? I don't think this is on there correctly. That doesn't look right at all. What the... There we go. That was weird. It wasn't centered on there. Okay, maybe that was part of the problem with the design. I don't know. Oh, I wonder if it'd be worth I don't think it would be worth bringing one of these, honestly. You can colonize Duna in style. Oh yeah, really? I don't do a lot of building in this game. It's not, I mean, they added it, but they didn't add a whole lot to do with it, right? Like, sure, you can make repairs or you can make simple additions on the fly, but it's not like there's a whole lot of support for colonization. You don't need to build biodomes and stuff like that, which I think was a huge missed opportunity with the vanilla game. Really looking forward to KSP 2 in that regard. Of course, there's mods. I know you guys will come in the comments or in the chat and say, oh, but there's a mod that lets you do stuff. Like, well, we're not playing with mods right now, so it doesn't really help us. All right, I'm liking the look of this. This looks great to me. I think we can probably save this. So this is going to take us to Jewel, theoretically. But are we missing something? This should maybe be orange. Nah, it's probably fine being white. Although I do kind of wish that... we just slide this down to the middle. Oh, no, we don't want 3, we want 2. I was just thinking because it looks weird when it's on the border there. And that looks a little bit better. And it might help with catching sunlight. I don't know. All right, what else do we need to send there? We need to send a scan sat, one of these guys. And ideally we'll want to keep this, well, I mean, do we? We probably should, just to be safe. But I don't know which moon we're going to get in orbit of. I guess I should go over there and look, huh? The two that I remember off the top of my head are Lathe and Tylo, and I don't think we want to land on either of those. Lathe because it has an atmosphere, and Tylo because it's big. So let's take a look here. We have Lathe, which is the one with the liquid oceans and breathable oxygen atmosphere. We have Val, which is the this one. We have Tylo, which is the big one we don't want to land on. Although, now that I'm looking at it, maybe that's not right. Looks kind of small. Oh no. What the heck? Oh, Pole is tiny. And it looks like a ball of pollen. I think that's why it's called Pole. Hey, Vulcan Rider's here for the Kerbals. Hello, Vulcan Rider. How is the rescuing Jeb saga going, by the way? All right, so I don't think we want to do Bop because it's on a weird elliptical, or not elliptical, inclined orbit. So our options are Val or Pole. And I think Pole might be the best bet simply because it is small, so less delta V, although it does have an incline. All right, fine. Val it is. So what is Val's deal? Gravity, 0.23 versus 0.8 and 0.8. So yeah, so Val is the pretty clear winner here. It's on an equatorial orbit. It's between our two big ones. The orbit, or the gravity is a quarter what it would be on Kerbal. And it doesn't have an atmosphere. Vulcan hasn't played lately because he's been working. Trying to cut up the tree that fell in your yard. Oh, was it windy there? I know it was windy here. At some point, I can't remember. I just remember I woke up and it was really windy. I think there's just been a lot of storms all across the country. Okay. So we want a lander. I guess we'll look at the lander here. And we should, if we're going to send a miner though, we have to send the scanner. So that's We're getting up to like 5 different things now. And I am just now remembering, oh, we have a pilot. Oh, thank goodness. So we can send a pilot, 2 scientists, probably send another, oh, we're gonna need more pilots though. We're gonna need a lot of pilots. Because we don't have a communication network set up. 60-mile-per-hour gusts, holy moly. Yeah, that is lucky it didn't hit the house. All right, well, we got money. I suppose we can, oh, they're expensive though. What the heck? You know, the Jewel mission might have to wait until we get some of our people back. As much as I hate to continue postponing it to the next transfer window, we might have to here. Because if we can get Val back, she's at Duna, I believe. So let's check on Val here. Val's a great pilot. And we have, I think, 2 pilots. This is Nabby and Valentina on their way back. And they're just in orbit of Duna. And then we have 2 pilots that are kind of stranded around Gilly, which is one of the things we're trying to fix here. So maybe tonight we skip our Jewel transfer window and we focus on getting people back from various places around the solar system. I think that's good. Does anybody care? Do you guys care that much? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we just time warp through everything anyway. So with that in mind, we are going to locate the Gilly lander, which I want to say has enough fuel in it to be able to pick up this stranded Kerbal, and enough space as well. So we have 3 and we have a free spot. When, oh geez, okay, how's this gonna work? We'd have to leave somebody behind. It would probably be Agony. As much as I hate to leave anyone behind here. Because I don't think the lander, although, hang on, how can we swing this? So there are 2 spots on the mid-miner, and there's one, or no, and they're both full. There's 2 people on the mid-miner, it's full. There are 3 people on the Gilly lander. The return craft can bring 3, and then there's 1 in the actual lander. And then we have the 1 here. So I guess depending on what Zeldred is, that'll change my answer. And it's going retrograde, great. Yeah. Well, you know what? We're gonna get more fuel. So why don't we just roll with it, huh? I'll wake up, Kerbals. New stuff just dropped. Ah, we don't have a lot of Delta V, do we? Nope. Not a lot at all. There we go. But it shouldn't take that much Delta V to change our orbit. So here's hoping. Oh no, there we go. Okay, we have 770. That's quite a bit in the grand scheme of things, right? We are just gonna flip our little orbit here, pick up Zeldred, and then flip it back because we want to be going. It doesn't really matter. But since we're going to be coming up with a full tank of fuel with the miner, I think we're better off going the correct way, so to speak. Let's keep an eye on our descending node. There we go. Look at it go. We are descending into madness. Almost done. And luckily we're just kind of pointing the normal indicator, so we don't need to do anything fancy. The Kerbal is doing all the work for us. All right, we'll just leave it like that. And do a little something I like to call the time warp. Ooh, look at that intersect already. 19.3. I like it. Keep an eye on the descending node as we approach it. Ouch. Oh, is that too loud for you guys? Sorry. I thought I had a thing built in. Let me know if that's too loud. Too loud. Okay, I'll fix it next time. Or I can fix it now, I guess, if I get a chance. Twice as loud as me. Holy cow. That's frustrating. We might actually have to test out all the soundboard stuff then. All right, here, let's do that right now. Let me fix all these. So this is gonna go down. I'm gonna turn it way down. You guys tell me. Is that better? Wait. Oh, okay. You just joined, so you heard it real loud. All right, let's do this one.
Excellent!
Oh, that one's kind of loud too. Sorry, guys.
Excellent!
A little more.
Excellent! Excellent!
Okay, that's probably good.
69, dudes!
Yeah, that one's kind of loud too, sorry.
69, dudes!
And we'll just this one on par with the other ones.
Bogus.
There we go. Okay. And then okay. All right. That should be good now. Is everybody happy? Mostly Ash. I got to keep Ash happy. You keep coming back. So I have to cater to your every whim. I'm like a dancing monkey. All right, glad to hear. Thanks for being the guinea pigs, guys. Now when Shroud raids me, I won't blow out everyone's eardrums. And 1 degree. Okay. Let's do it again. And I'm not going to do it every time we time warp. Just, you know, just a few times. Or if it's going to be a long one. There we go. Just getting our inclination squared away. Close enough. I'll take a 0.1 degree at this point. Then comes the fun part. Oh, okay. Yep. We get to try to figure out where in our orbit we're going to have a intersect. Or we could try to force it. I mean, it is Gilly, so every single little movement I make is gonna make huge waves. Okay, keep going, keep going. You're good, you're good, you're good. I can't tell if that's better or worse. Huh. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go prograde. And I'm just gonna do this. Oh, look at that. See? There's almost an intersect already. I didn't even have to try. Perfect. Also, hello everybody. Thanks for coming to the stream tonight. I have a question for all of you. Would you prefer if I replaced the generic Kevin MacLeod Kerbal music with something more like Urban Ventures setup, where he plays, I guess they're royalty-free or licensed tracks that he has, and just kind of played those instead? I don't know how you guys feel about it. When it comes to music, I don't worry about it too much. Ooh, Vulcan, that's a good one though. Maybe I should add that. I just grabbed the really generic ones. So any of the more direct references to Bill and Ted I didn't grab. Like anything to do with Missy, who is either Bill or Ted's mom. I don't remember. I can't keep them straight. They're both too similar. And there we go. Now we just need to cancel out our velocity relative to this thing. And then go a little bit past it. Use the RCS for the rest. Yeah, this is going to be pretty straightforward. Could have used that clip when Jeb died on the space station. I didn't even think about having a soundboard back then, though. But yeah, I could have. I could have even manipulated the sound so it sounds like he says Jeb instead of Ted. All right, we're going to time warp. All right, so Ash says, what about the KSP mod for extra music and scenery? But then I'd have to use mods, and then this wouldn't be vanilla, so it would be breaking the very philosophy of this playthrough. I was thinking more for the stream as a whole, like whether I'm playing Kerbal Space Program or any game that doesn't really have a super good soundtrack necessarily. Because obviously on the Tuesday streams, when we're not playing a game, I will typically put on something. So I guess I'm thinking more along those lines. I also have T-Pain stuff. Wait, I have access to T-Pain's library of music to use for free? Is that true? Tell me more about this T-Pain stuff. I'm very interested now. There is jamendo.com. He released a fuckload of music for streamers. Oh, well then. Is it good though? That's probably the better question here. And also, where's our target? I want to say it's somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Okay. We could actually just hop out from there. Come on, Zeldred, what are you, an engineer? Yeah, you're gonna be sticking around for a bit. Actually, no, you're not, because we need to bring you back. Sorry. So I guess the two engineers on board the ship will just have to draw straws and see who gets to stay stuck around Gilly for another 10 years or whatever. Jamendo has hundreds of artists. Oh my goodness, this is... I'll have to talk to Urban, because I think he gets all his off the YouTube free library. And he's got a pretty robust selection of music to choose from. Okay, let's not crash here. Just take it nice and easy. As much as I want to rush things, in space it's important to be very precise and deliberate with your movements. So that's what we're gonna do. So Zeldred, you're gonna chill out in this little lander module here. So hop aboard. Yep. In you go. Board. Then I'm actually not sure what we need to do here. I guess we just want to what I want to do is I want to flip it so we're going equatorial, but at this point it's such a low gravity, I don't think it matters. But just to be consistent, I'm gonna flip back the other way now. So away we go. All right, so Ash says regarding T-Pain, he produced loads, like hundreds of songs, and streamed the whole thing. He released it because of all the DMCA music strikes happening on Twitch and YouTube. Oh, what a cool dude. And Vulcan personally likes this guy here, Gint Lobgris. He does instrument. Oh, I do like instrumental guitar. One of my favorite songs of all time. And it's not just because of Hitchhiker's Guide, the radio play, is Journey of the Sorcerer by the Eagles. And it's basically just guitar. And, you know, obviously the rest of the instruments too, but it primarily is focused on the guitar. And it's just great to listen to. It really does make you feel like you're going on a journey. And Vulcan, I'm sure you can back me up on that. Unless you don't like the Eagles for some reason, I guess. We're gonna turn this off as a target because it's just gonna confuse me. Agreed? All right. Now we're talking. Get some advanced orbital info here. Keep on spinning around. Also, I hope Urban shows up tonight because we were talking about spam when I left his chat, or when he ended his stream earlier. And we didn't really get to finish the conversation because he was wrapping it up. But I have a lot of things to say about spam. But it seemed like the other person in chat, who I think was Rilip, said spam is gross. And I am here as a defender of spam. Did I know that the album Desperado is a concept album? No, but I also don't really know what a concept album is, so that doesn't say too much. All right, so we are now at a nice 30-degree inclination and dropping. Obviously, though, we want to get it to preferably 0 degrees. Although, considering what's going on here, that might not be a very realistic goal. I guess it's more important that the miner can rendezvous with us very easily. Concept album. The entire album tells a unified story. How's that different from a rock opera? We performed a crew transfer. Yes, we did. All right, back to the time warp again. Oh. That's neat. I don't know what I can do with this, but I'm sure it's useful information to have. Okay, longitude of ascending node is 63.3, and argument of periapsis is 241. I wish it would just tell me where I need to do my burns in order to become more correct on my orbit. That's the information I want to know. Pizzle Pack is a collection of beats created by T-Pain, who often creates these tracks live on stream in addition to playing games and chatting with viewers. Oh, T-Pain's a streamer. Oh, okay. Streamers and content creators can use the Pizzle Pack tracks and not fear a DMCA strike or a lawsuit. Oh, neat. Wait, okay, so Vulcan, you're saying a concept album is basically the same as a rock opera? Because I know, what was it? The one by Styx, the Roboto one. Crap, what is that album called? Is it just called Mr. Roboto? That's not right. There's like there's a whole story going on about how the evil government has taken over and they're gonna shut down the rock and roll, man, and we gotta fight back. But everybody just remembers. Wait, is it Kilroy was here? It's Kilroy was here. That's what it is. And then there's robots. I don't really remember the whole storyline. I just know everybody remembers Mr. Roboto and nothing else. So none of the other songs are very good. It was Kilroy. Okay. And didn't that end up kind of breaking up the band, or at least alienating the lead singer who wrote all that stuff? I should warn you, all of my knowledge of music comes from YouTube. And we are getting nice and low on our inclination. I guess just eyeballing it works just fine. Although there are limits, of course. But, you know, I'll take a 4-degree inclination over a 20-degree one any day. All right. We are now going to switch focus back to the mining craft. Hang on, I'm going to move the mic a little bit. It's kind of getting in the way. There we go. Yep, got to use the RCS again. There we are. How are we doing on fuel, guys? Ooh, we're almost full. And then once the fuel is filled up, we'll reload the monoprop as well. And then we'll go ahead and fill it up with ore. All right. Well, back to the Space Center. Let's see if we can get any. If I've seen the Daft Punk series for the album, you should watch it off stream. Oh, yeah, Interstellar 5555, right? Yeah, I've watched that. Desperados tells the story of the Doolin Dalton gang, aka the Wild Bunch, or the Oklahoma Hombres, that ran in Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. Oh. I've only heard the song Desperado, so the fact that it's part of a concept album is very new to me. Like when you said it a few minutes ago. All right, nothing useful here. Is there anything else we could do while we wait? You know what I haven't done yet? I haven't designed a nice surface base. Let's try that. Go to YouTube and listen to the entire album. Well, I can't do that right now. I'm streaming. But that'll give me something to do at work tomorrow, depending on how busy I am. All right, so we're gonna start with this little guy here. This will be the min base. Just call it that. So what do we need for this? We need to support at least 5 Kerbals. Easy. We'll throw a science lab. Where the heck's the science? There it is. Right there. How do I miss it every time? We'll get rid of the flag. Flag. And then a tab module. Get rid of the flag. Nope. Get rid of the flag. All right, so this is the basic design. Now the question is, what is the best way to do this? And by this I mean, do I put an engine on the bottom and let that take us there, or do I put something else on the bottom? Pink Floyd. Oh yeah, The Wall is pretty well known as an album that tells a story, right? Because they made a movie out of it. It's not even just an album, it's a multimedia presentation. All right, what can we do? We don't have the docking port senior, so we can't use that. But we are gonna need docking ports. Yeah, I know the best way to do this. I think maybe we cap it off with one of these big adapters, the Raccomax. And then we just throw a, let's say, what's a good one? Structural piece. The issue here, of course, is going to be flying this thing. So maybe that's not a great idea. Ugh. Yeah, this is the tough part about this. I need it to go on a launcher, right? But I don't want it to look ugly after it's decoupled. So maybe the best way to do that is with a couple of, or is with a docking port at the back. In which case we just ditch that and use something like that. So this is how it's going to look landed. What we need to do next, check where the center of mass is going to be and start adding a couple of fuel tanks. Yeah, we'll just use the little ones like that. And then probably one at the back like that. It'll look a little funky because it's broken up with fuel tanks. And maybe that's not ideal. Maybe we'd be better off with a vertical lander. All right, let's try that. Because this is just going to be for min-miss. It doesn't have to be super fancy. But even though I prefer a nice horizontal lander, it doesn't have to be. Okay. And this guy. In which case we just ditch this. We throw a nice tank on the bottom. Slap Boodle on there. Listening to T-Pain in the background, so it sounds like it's on stream. Actually, you know, there's a streamer that I watched, or that I still watch, but he doesn't do this anymore. He used to not play any music and just said, you know what, I'm not going to play music. You guys play whatever you want to listen to while you're watching me. And I thought that was cool, but then he started playing music anyway. So, I don't know. This is just turning into my mining ship, except it's now a base. Huh. Fair enough, I guess. If it works, it works. So we just throw some landing legs on the side. And there you have it. A nice base. Although I would prefer if maybe we did it like this. And then threw the landing legs on the edge of those. Of course, the problem then is how the heck do I get them to be on there the way I want them to go? Oh, also, speaking of things that are interesting, maybe. Oh, I hate these girders. They don't do what I want them to do. Kicks off its streamer for the song choice. The view kicked because they are drunk. Oh, okay. I see the joke you're making now. Yeah, they're like, I'm not gonna watch the streamer. I don't like their music. And they're the ones who picked the music. I get it. Horizontal bases make more sense than vertical. It's true, they do. But actually, interesting fun fact, the lab is set up with a ladder. So if you put it horizontally, everything is on its side. So from a, I guess, realism perspective, it makes more sense for these all to be vertical, even if it doesn't look ideal. 13 hours sleep since Thursday. Well, that's probably not healthy. You might want to not do that. I'm sure you know that. I don't have to babysit you guys. You guys know what's healthy, probably. And I'm not qualified to give any advice other than financial advice. I mean, that's not much better. Oh wait, I know what I can do. What am I doing? We use the girder. Yep, like that. And then we attach the part. And then we simply move the part. Oh, we gotta do this first. We do this. Then we move the part. Then we move the part until it lines up with where I want it to go. Aha. Okay. Now we get to fiddle with it so that it looks good. My favorite part of the game. Fiddling with things until they look good. Alright, that part looks good. Now we slide it out. I guess we don't, because that's as far as it'll let me take it, which is honestly just fine with me. Put the snap back on. So there, no, not quite. We're off by a bit. And there you have it, folks. A beautiful strutted up design. You were about to crash before you saw I was streaming. Okay. Then I'll stop streaming early tonight just for you. So you can get some sleep. Some much needed sleep, I'm sure. Well, let's retract that. So here is the current design. Some things that need to be added are, of course, some solar panels. For the Gigantors on there. Don't quite like the way that looks there. So why don't we put them there? That's not gonna work, is it? Okay. Ash is a grown man. He wants to sleep. He will. And it was your bad. Your body would make me crash. Or if it was that bad, your body. Yeah, that's true. If you're tired enough, your body will figure out a way to make you sleep. All right, next up, we're gonna want a docking port of some kind. I think the inflatable docking port might be a deal here. The inflatable airlock. Because then I can design, I can take this base and put it on a different design. And if I land them next to each other, then I can just connect to them via these. So I can make a chain of bases if that is in fact what I want to do. And I know if you guys watch Urban, you've seen him do that kind of stuff. That's not really my style of base building. I prefer to launch it all in one big chunk. But I think the game requires me to have docking ports. And that'll be useful if I design something like a rover that needs to come up to this thing and dock to deliver fuel or whatever. That's right, Vulcan. You were sleeping a lot when you had the coof. That must have been pretty rough. Or maybe it was nice to get that much sleep. I don't know. I like to sleep to a certain extent, but then I feel like I could be playing video games if I have time to sleep. All right, this is okay, this is solid. This has what it needs. It has a facility supporting at least 5 Kerbals. That is true. It can maintain stability for 10 seconds. Oh, it needs power. Yeah, that was what we needed. I could honestly just use a smaller power thing. Like, are these the round ones, I think? What is this? 1x5? Oh, that's a nice big one. Yeah, that might be good. Just plop that thing out. We'll also need some battery power. Let's get the big one. The big battery. Keep the station nice and powered. All right, how much? Okay, first of all, we need to figure out how much the lab drains when in use. Step one. Not that we can cover, but we want at least the, if the sun is out, we want what we can do, what we can generate to actually cover. It doesn't tell me, does it? All right, to the internet. Let's find out. Oh, poor Ash. Good night, sweet Ash. Finally died. Again. Okay, so this is the KSP lab power consumption. So when in use, it uses a flat 5 units of energy per second. Regardless of the number of scientists, no charge will be consumed if the craft is not loaded. Okay, so it consumes 5 per second. So let's move this down so that the, or do we want it up? I don't know which direction they want to look out of this portal. Probably the ground is more useful to see. We need to see how much power this generates for us. It says it generates 8.3 per second, and we've got 2 of them, so we're generating triple the amount of power that we need. Perfect. We track those up. And this is the current design. Does anybody see any problems with it? I guess we need some nice science experiments. So the seismometer, this is a surface base after all. Mystery goo, of course. A barometer, I suppose. Thermometer. And the gravioli, give me the formuoli. And I think the magnetometer boom can, oh, we need an antenna on this thing. Oh, I almost forgot. Ah, crap. Oh, guys, I really screwed up here. We doubled everything. That's all right, I can fix it. Also, what's going on here? You guys are asking age. I think Vulcan Rider said he was in his hundreds. He's like 120 or 130. And now we need a nice antenna. Not a huge one, of course. I think the high gain is probably fine. So that one just extends. Actually, hang on, we have a couple of better ones now. So, well, no, we're gonna be in... Okay, that uses 34.3. Actually, this might be the best one, because it's very lightweight. And we don't need this to be a relay. Yeah, that looks good. I like the way that one looks. So this is it. This is the design of the min base. Let's double check. It has an antenna. Yep. It has a docking port. It has 2. Can generate power. Yes. It must be fully assembled. It is. It houses 5 Kerbals. 4 plus 1 is 5 plus 6, 7 in the science lab. It's going to have a pilot. It's going to maintain stability. Obviously, it's going to be landed, and it needs to land. All right. We're good. You get a Wait, you really get a letter from the Queen every year over 100? I thought it was just when you turned 100. That's cool that you get it every year. Oh, we need to launch a Sentinel telescope too at some point. Maybe we could do that today as well. All right. So oh, we probably need to put this on a vehicle, right? And how much delta V does this thing even have? on min-miss. Ah, plenty. Yeah, that should be good. Parachute missing, don't care. Empty crew cabins, don't care. Missing ladder. Oh, the ladder could be useful, I suppose. We could use a ladder. So bring it down to the ground. We'll see where the feet make contact. Like so. Flap a nice big ladder on there. Not quite big enough. How about like that? And then we'll just use the mobility enhancers to enhance our mobility. And we'll probably want to test this on Kerbal before we leave to make sure that the ladders actually function correctly. Because I know there have been cases where, for whatever reason, the ladder decided it did not want to work. I'm just trying to get these lined up the way that I think both looks good and they will function as ladders. Because this ladder should connect to this one, which should then connect to this one. And we're going to test that shortly. All right, so who is our brave volunteer? We'll use one of our disposable engineers for this, and he's going to start down here just in case. Ash is the same age as me. You are 32. Okay. Both of Vulcan's kids are older than Ash. That's interesting. I think my parents are around the same age as you, Vulcan. So I'm the oldest of three. What was I gonna say, 4? What the heck? I know how many siblings I have. And so that's interesting that that's the case. Okay, so we can move the ladder up a bit, it looks like. Climb, climb, climb. How high can we go? The Kerbal should automatically switch from ladder to ladder as we go. Looks so far so good. You're doing great, Rold. Really living the Kerbal dream here. Beautiful. In you go. So a couple of notes. And this might just be because there's higher gravity, but that ladder can probably scooch up a bit. Your son will be 34 and your daughter will be 32. So I'm 32 now. So I'm, I guess, in between the two there. You're trying to get your grandkids interested in this game? Ooh, that could be fun. I would like to get my nephew, who's 7 or 8, I don't know, interested in some of the games that I like, but I feel like he doesn't care about these kind of games. He likes Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon right now, which is fine. That's what I liked when I was that age. Which is kind of weird to think that we like the same things at the same age, like nothing has progressed. Okay, so that should be good. Let's flip these up. Great test, everyone. Peanuts all around for a successful test. And now it is time to get this bad boy into orbit. So we're gonna launch, or we're gonna load up our Mun base, I think, or Mun station. Since that one has a great launch thing. Not the lander. The Mun Station. Just gonna merge them together. Oh god. Gonna be so tall. Okay, we literally just need this part. And then we can pull the rest off. Perfect. Oh. Okay. So this thing looks sturdy enough to get us there. What do you guys think? I mean, I'd fly it. Should be good. It has enough Delta V to get us where we need to go. We know for a fact this has about 1,000 once we get to Minmus. And oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned it yet. I added a new channel point reward for 25,000. And I will beatbox a song of your choice. Not the whole song, I'll just, you know, for like a minute or whatever. But I thought that would be cool because I can actually beatbox. I have been told I'm pretty okay at it. I figure I might as well use that to my advantage here. That looks good. This can go down a bit more, I think. And everything appears to be in order now. Launch it up. And even if the ladder doesn't work, it's fine because we're going to Minmus. Can we side note? Don't want to derail. Remember the Iron Mouse streamer? Yes, she went from #1 to the #1 streamer on Twitch in the past couple days. Actually, yeah, I was talking to my friend about that just last week after you told me. He didn't believe me at first, and then he looked it up. He's like, oh crap, you were right. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, I'm right, because my viewers know this stuff. They're smart. And yeah, she's really kicking it. That's impressive. I need to step up my game, I guess. Get a cute anime girl avatar, start talking in a high-pitched anime girl voice. That's not happening. This is as high-pitched as my voice goes, and I already don't like it. All right, anything else? Unused monoprop. We can probably take that out to save a little bit of weight. No control, we'll fix that now. So we need Roald to go, and we will send Aldos. We don't need to send a scientist, although we probably should. Yeah, we'll send a scientist, it's fine. They haven't been to Minmus yet, so they'll get some experience. My concern is we don't want our scientists all over the place necessarily. Okay. All right, you guys ready to launch? All right, let's launch it up. He actually won, or the American one? Oh, okay. We're getting into moon landing stuff now. Interesting. Here we go. We're gonna launch. Everything should be good. I didn't see any problems. We'll keep an eye on our thrust to weight ratio. We've got Aldos at the helm, an engineer and a scientist. Well, I'm realizing we didn't bring any backup stuff, but that's fine. It'll just be Minmus. We can send an extra thing if we need to. Yippee! We're going for a ride. Let's do it to it. All right, so step one, we've had issues with these side boosters before, so we're going to be a little more careful. We're actually going to spin so they're on the sides before we decouple them. We're also going to be really careful with our gravity turn here. Also, oh, that reminds me. When you said gun guys, I watched the movie that we watched over the weekend was Liar Liar starring Jim Carrey, which was pretty good. It was funny. A little dated, very dated actually, but it was still pretty good. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Oh god, oh god, oh we're flipping, we're flipping. All right, shut it down and flip. One flip and boost. There we go. We're gonna go for it now. Like I always say, it's not a successful launch without at least one flip. And this day there was one flip. Okay. That's right. You get one Aldos. We're not authorized to use any more Delta V on those. Okay, we're gonna okay, well we are gonna spin, but it's gonna be very slowly. Okay, I gotta ditch this dead weight. Oh jeez. Get out of here. Okay, there we go. Yikes. I thought I was good at launches, but now I can see that is not the case. Yikes. All right, let's fix this. Okay, we're good. It's launched. You can't take Jim Carrey. Yeah, he's a lot to handle. He's a very physical, he's kind of in your face type comedy actor, which isn't everyone's cup of tea. I get that. And I think for my next movie pick, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and watch The Big Lebowski, since that seems to be kind of a meme on the internet. And people quote it all the time or post images from it. And I'm like, I haven't seen it. I don't know. Everything I know about it, I learned from the internet. All right, so there he goes. We are about to leave the atmosphere, so we'll be able to extend the solar panels. And we might actually not want to do that, although we don't really have much of a choice. But I'm just thinking, I don't think we can unextend them once we have extended them. They're not the refoldable kind. He's still one of the most diverse actors. No one can take that from him. Yeah, it's true. I think Dick Van Dyke's physical comedy is not, that's not what I'm referring to. I guess he's acting with his body. I haven't seen a lot of Dick Van Dyke, so I can't say one way or the other. But it's how would I describe it? Like full body acting. He really throws himself into his comedy. Not quite like Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton, which it was very physical simply by virtue of the medium. Expressive, maybe? Makes a lot of faces. And yeah, he's pretty diverse. He was in that new Sonic movie, which I have not seen and probably will never see at this rate. Although it's starting to get a lot of traction with the sequel, since they're bringing in more of the Sonic characters, and Robotnik's gonna look like Robotnik. Go for more of the Eggman look. Everybody hydrate while we wait for our... Oh, here, I'm gonna burn a little bit while I drink. Just want to be careful not to overshoot here. Anyway, so my next selection for movie night is going to be The Big Lebowski at this point, unless something happens in the next couple of weeks when my weekend comes back around. He's a bit extra. Yeah, definitely. He's definitely got something going on. It was the 90s, though. It was a different time. People wanted that kind of comedy. We were talking about this on last week during one of the streams, how there aren't really any comedy movies in theaters anymore. They've moved off to the streaming world. It's all Marvel movies and whatever else. I don't actually know. Maybe kids movies. There's a movie called Marry Me, which is in theaters right now. I have no idea what that's about. All right. Oh, I didn't launch into the right inclination. Shoot. That's fine. We'll fix it now. We want to point down. Nope. Other way. Oh yes, Emmy can we swap. So in two weeks. So not this weekend, but next weekend, it'll be my weekend again. Emmykins will get to pick for this coming up weekend. Ah, shoot. I overshot my sending node. It's okay, we still have a little bit of time after we pass it to put some work in. How much Delta V does it's going to take? 900. And basically once we're there, we're done. So no real issues there. Fixing our inclination as best we can. And unfortunately this Kerbal doesn't have the fancy leveling, so we'll have to do the rest ourselves. You were BMing a streamer about another streamer? Interesting. How many streams do you typically watch at a time? I feel like anything more than 2 is kind of pushing it. I've definitely watched 2 at the same time though, with the audio and everything. It can get kind of confusing. But I really like both of them. It's hard to pick just one. Comedy is dying because Me Too cancel culture is trying to kill comedy. I don't think that's true. I just think comedy isn't a profitable genre. There's a pretty big string of high-profile comedy failures. Stuff like Year One, which wasn't very good. That like Judd Apatow style of stuff. Yeah, I think like most of the comedies just moved online to streaming or just on YouTube or on Twitch. There's not an appetite for big budget comedies anymore. And really that goes for all movies. It's like I've said, it's mostly the Marvel stuff in theaters now, or the wannabe Marvel stuff. All right, so let's put in the coordinates. 930 should get us there. Is that right? 930? I think so. Oop. Bring it back. Perfect. So there we go. We're gonna wrap it around and let's do it. I think it's 930. I'm not going to look at the Delta V map right now, but I'm going to go for it. You're watching 3. Cobalt Streak, Iron Mouse, and me. Oh, wow. Good company to be in, then. Comedy like memes are in the eye of the beholder. How many comedies from the 70s, 80s, 90s have people said you could never make that today? I hear that mostly about Blazing Saddles. But I watched a video a while back that basically said you couldn't make Blazing Saddles today because the tropes that it's lampooning aren't around anymore, so people wouldn't get the references for the most part. And I think that's true. Like a lot of those comedy movies back then were parodies or satires of other types of movies. You got Airplane, you've got like Police Academy. So, and that's another genre that kind of burnt itself out. If you remember some of those really, really dumb, okay, we're getting some weird flashing here. Really, really bad parody things. Epic Movie, stuff like that. You got Shroud open? Plus the Discord channels for 4 streamers. It's true, I do have a Discord. Yeah, feel free to hop in there. It's kind of empty right now. I don't really advertise it because there's nothing going on. But eventually it might have something going on. It's a Discord channel. What exactly do you want to happen in there? All right, we are now going to watch as our trajectory moves out. Go to Minmus. Hopefully fixes this annoying red line. All right, we'll just go prograde now. There. Oh, there's also a picture of my cat. Yeah, that's also true. In the pets channel, I assume. So I guess Emmykins is going to be posting pictures in there. I don't really take a lot of pictures, so don't expect much from me. I did actually post the new emote in there. So if you've not seen the design for the new emote yet, which is still pending approval despite the fact that I uploaded it Saturday morning, then you can see it and get hyped for when it finally gets approved and you can use it in other channels. Oh, there we go. This is what we were looking for. Gonna be a little crooked, but that's okay. All right, it's still trying to figure out exactly where it wants to go. So we'll let it think. Yep. Yeah, you keep going down, that's fine. Do we have some phantom forces or something going on? Might actually need to rotate here. Take a look. Just trying to figure out exactly where it wants to go. All right, 37 should be okay. So there we go. We're on our way to Minmus to finish up this mission. I really should have checked this before we launched, huh? But luckily it's all good. We still need to launch the Sentinel telescope. And since we're going to be skipping the Jewel mission because of a lack of crew, we're going to skip ahead to the Eve to Kerbal mission, which will be taking place in about a year and 100 days. I need to add a roles page. Why do I need to add a roles page? Tell me more about this roles page. I've added roles. Everybody who comes in automatically gets assigned a role. Are there specific roles you're looking for? All right, let's set this as our... Actually, while we're here, let's gather some science, huh? Shoot, we're in the dark here. You guys can't see very good. Don't worry, I'm just gonna grab some science off of these. Process. Actually, hang on. Clean experiments. We're going to log gravity, keep it. Log temperature, keep it. Observe mystery goo, keep it. Keep it, and keep it. Keep it all. Oh, can't do that right now. Grab the magnetometer. And keep it. There it is. We're going to have our scientist hop out, cause some ridiculous phantom forces. You're on the wrong side, buddy. Maybe flip over here. Turn the light on. There we go. I need to add a suggestion page. You can just post suggestions in the general, like it's not a big enough Discord to need a dedicated thing, I don't think. And restore that. And board. Perfect. Let's you choose what you want to see, whether that is hashtag Twitch, hashtag gaming, and or hashtag artwork. What do you mean see? Allows you to choose what you want to see. That sounds like big streamer stuff to me. Like you only see part of the Discord? Your internet is blipping. Oh no. Well, I hope it unblips itself soon. Alright, so we're gonna time warp. There we go. Is that better? Is that working for you guys? Turned it down a bit. Gonna have to clip to see if you miss anything. Uh-oh. Well, the VOD's always here if you need to go back and rewatch a particular part. And I do upload these to YouTube, so if you ever feel like for some reason you need to go back and check something that happened in an older stream, everything gets uploaded to YouTube. So the VODs are not gone after the 2 weeks, they've just moved over to YouTube. I don't know why you would need to go back and watch old streams unless you're looking for something specific. Like for example, I promised everybody that I would send them a cake if I got to 1,000 followers. You would want to go back and verify that in the old stream. Of course, I was smart. I edited that out of that particular stream. So there's now no longer any evidence that I promised those cakes. They were good cakes though. All right, let's have rolled hop out and screw up everything again. Perfect. Yeah, that's clearly a bug right there. I'm honestly hesitant to use that door, but I don't really have an option. So how about you grab on? Switch back to the ship. We're gonna run all the experiments. Log the pressure data and run the magnetometer report. Is that a link to my YouTube channel? Why is it a bunch of symbols and letters and numbers? That's so weird. Review data? Oh, I need to switch to the Kerbal. Download the data, take the data, take the data, select the data, take it, and board. Perfect. And change this to 10 seconds. It changes and warp. Add it to, oh, that's a good idea. I should add a YouTube thing. There's also a link like down below for Blazing Saddles being the only comedy that can, no, there's probably more. That's just the one that I think of. All in the Family, MASH, probably Night Court, because someone takes offense to, I don't think anyone takes offense to Night Court. And companies don't typically pull something just because some person takes offense. Usually there has to be a little more to it. You know, like The Cosby Show. All right. Although that might still be going on. I have no idea. I guess you can still enjoy the show as a whole, even if you don't like the guy. Log temperature. Okay. We need to clean experiments. Observe the mystery goo. Yeah, I think there's a custom link I can grab that's just my username too. Oh, can't do that one. Right. I keep trying to do the same one over and over again. All right, we're gonna have Aldos go out and get it because I know he won't cause any Kraken attacks. Take the data, collect the data. Why is it take? Sometimes it's take, sometimes it's collect, and sometimes it's download. I have no idea. then store the experiments. And hop aboard misogyny in the case of Night Court and the fact that Dan Fielding's boss is a midget. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Here we go. We need to get to the periapsis. Oh, our periapsis changed quite a bit, huh? That's probably fine. We should have plenty of delta V out here. Well, kind of a little close, to be honest, but it should be fine. Once we land, we're basically done. The only other thing we might need to do is bring out a fuel truck or a fuel thing, I guess. But that's way down the line in the event that we want to move this. Okay. So we'll get the periapsis down. And it shouldn't take more than about 200 meters per second to land. I hope. Now I'm not quite sure. Let's get that down to maybe 15,000. And we'll need to pick where we're going to land. Probably over here, but it'll depend on where the sun is as we get closer. So let's go ahead and do that now. You know, that's another good point about things. I haven't watched TV or shows in so long, or at least not new stuff. So I have no idea what the comedies of the day. I guess I'm part of the problem, right? Millennials are killing big budget comedies because I'm not watching them. But like I said, I get most of my entertainment from either YouTube or Twitch, or just playing games. So maybe I'm part of the problem. All right, I think we're gonna land right about here. A nice open lake bed to land on. And while we're up here, we're gonna grab the last piece of the puzzle, which is gonna be the rest of these experiments. So this is gonna be a bunch of good stuff. We're gonna have so much science, it's gonna be crazy. And I believe you get more, because the way this works is the location of the lab matters for where you process these things. So having it on the surface of a planet gives you a higher multiplier than if it was just in orbit or if it was just around Kerbal. Okay, we'll grab download here. Stop all the downloading. Or the experiment. So we've got 20 experiments and they're ready to get turned into pure science. You just noticed that I only stream in 720, so auto quality is doing nothing. Yeah, I don't know if that was the advice that I got in order to avoid any, I don't know, bad quality, I guess. Affiliates, the thing is, it's random whether you get transcoding or not. So partners automatically get it, and then affiliates get it if there's any left over, which is kind of lame, but that's the name of the game, I suppose. All right, we're gonna go ahead and land here. Get the landing gear. Get the landing gear opened up, and begin the burn. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to land right around here so I can gather up any potential science from the shores area. Make sure we have the radar altimeter on. I think it is actual cancel culture more than it is millennials not watching TV. All right, if you say so. I don't know enough about the situation to say one way or the other. I feel like there's still plenty of comedians out there doing their thing, even if they're not in movies or on TV shows. 720p 30 is the best, and that sucks about the transcoder. Yeah, I tend to watch things if I'm at work or on my phone. I think it comes in at 720 just because 1080 is overkill on that small of a resolution. But yeah, I'm not an audio guy, I'm not a video guy, I'm barely a guy at all. So if you have any technical tips, or if you can point me towards somebody who knows this stuff, feel free to let me know. We're gonna be cutting it a little close on the landing here with the Delta V, but I think we should be fine. We just want to make sure we actually land on the lake bed and not, as it seems we are about to do, land on the actual mountain here. But yeah, we had just about the right amount of Delta V, and that's with a flip. All right, so now we are going to do our thing. Just gonna let it fall. And we're gonna have to keep an eye and maybe adjust if we're not coming in the right area. Grab the gravioli. Min misses lesser flats, yes. Take that. So this is it, moment of truth. We've got 200 meters per second to play with. And it does look like we're going to be coming in right on the tip or the edge of the lake bed and the highlands here. Ash doesn't watch TV at all anymore. Can't remember the last time he turned it on. I have a TV, but it's mostly got streaming services on it. And I get free cable through my work. So I do have access to it, but I don't watch it because I see commercials and then I remember why I hate watching TV. All right. Well, I keep saying it's cutting it close, but it's really not. It's fine. We're going to have about 100 meters per second left, which isn't enough to do anything, but it's enough to not worry too much. And I see some rocks over there that we can probably send someone to go grab. They'll make a good experiment. They're kind of far away. Maybe we can find some closer. Let's get the antenna opened. And as always, we do need to keep an eye on our altitude. So that is right here. We also need to keep an eye on our velocity because we don't want to come in too hot, or we'll get banged up. Oh, oh. Little more, a little more. Speaking of remakes, did anybody see the Three Stooges remake that came out a couple of years ago? Or maybe it's been longer than a couple of years ago at this point. We want to do our final twist here. So we're getting maximum sunlight. Perfect. Okay. Good stuff. Let's extend the solar panels. I like it. And now we can begin the process. Starting the research. Review all the data. Get it in there. Okay, I guess we can trash that. Process, 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 process. Oh, that's a lot of science. But we filled up all the data, which is great. And let's get the gravioli. Oh, review. Process. More gravioli. Process. Oh, it's full. Okay. All right, so it looks like we've got a lot of work for these guys to do. And I believe build a new outpost that has an antenna, has a docking port, and can generate power. Yep. Uh-huh. Did I screw something up, guys? Has an antenna. Yep. Has a docking port and can generate power. The outpost must be fully assembled when launched. Yep. Are these are docks. Your internet is stopping every 5 to 10 seconds. That sucks. Okay. So I'm not exactly clear on what the issue is. It has all these things. It has an antenna, has a docking port, and can generate power. What the heck? Oh, game, why do you do this to me? Do we have to launch another one? Hang on. I thought everything was checked off except for... We didn't even do any docking. Everything was checked off except for the land on Minmus part, I thought. All right, let's test this out. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD and see what went wrong here. All right, throw somebody on there, whatever. Just a test. Is this because I got the pilot out? Oh my god. That's what it is, isn't it? The pilot got out of the pilot seat. No, that shouldn't matter. That should not matter at all. Has an antenna, has a docking port, and can generate power, must be fully assembled when launched. Yeah, it's green right now. I didn't change anything. Ridiculous. This is my angry face, chat. So mad. No idea what went wrong here. Let's go back over there and see what the problem is. Make another min base and send it out there. I don't have any more people. Maybe you're watching too many streams at once. Is that a possibility? I don't know how that works. Oh wait, now it's working. Okay. Whew, thank goodness. Now I just have to maintain stability for 10 seconds. This is my happy face, chat. Yippee! We did it! I don't know why the game freaked out like that, but we got it working. Alright. Now that we've sunk a whole team into this, let's head over and check on the Gilly miner, I guess. Close them all but me. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. I'm glad you chose me over the most popular streamer in the world. Q, Dora, and Boots. Is it because where are we going? The science data from space around Kerbal, we can grab that. Space around the Mun, we can grab that. All right, let's do those real quick. Oh, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yay. Something in Spanish. We did it. Jeb Memorial Station. Let's check on that. We're going to send some super useful information. All right, there we go. So do a quick crew report. Send it. That's going to make us some free money. 11 grand. Not a lot, but still more than we had. Also, how much did we end up getting for that Minmus mission? Did anybody see? I guess I can check in the completed missions tab. All right. Archives. Build a new surface base. Is it build a new surface base? Build a new surface outpost. Okay. We made 143,000 plus 13 rep. I feel they need to go in and insert wokeness, like casting the main character in Annie's Black Girl, the latest Terminator movie, where they kill off John Connor and then made the savior of mankind an illegal alien Hispanic girl. Was that wasn't really a remake, that was just a bad sequel, which to be fair, all the Terminator movies, except maybe T2 have been. Do your own story instead of changing canon. You're definitely having a get off my lawn moment. I'm sure there were some people back in the 80s where they were John Carpenter was remaking The Thing from Another World. They're like, why are they remaking The Thing from Another World? That movie's great. They should make something different. But now people don't even know about The Thing from Another World. They just know about The Thing. And then of course they did that terrible sequel / prequel. It was just called The Thing as well. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you get a King Kong. Sometimes you get a King Kong. We don't know. There are only 2 Terminator movies and only 2. Exactly. Like, the sequels have always been bad. Just because the recent sequels are as bad doesn't incriminate them in some specific way, I don't think. Wait, what was I doing here? Yeah, I don't want to be here. I want to be somewhere else. I want to go to the MUN station and transmit data from there. And there are only 2 Matrix movies. I'll let you figure out which 2 of them they are. We need to go to the MUN station, transmit data from there, and then we need to check in on the Gilly mining outpost. Oh, I know why I went here. I wanted to change it. Duh. Totally brain farted. Some would say there's only 1 Matrix movie. I'm specifically talking about the Animatrix, which is pretty darn good. It's not really a movie in and of itself. It's like a collection of short films, short animated films. Okay, we want to rename the vessel, and it is a base. And it looks pretty good. So actually, here, let's do this. We can see in the interior overlay how everything is lined up. So everything is situated to be vertical. So the chairs, I feel like this should be more like beds, but whatever. They're Kerbals, they don't care. And then you have the lab, which is, you can tell, is situated vertically as well, with the ladder and the seats and all the experiments. And then at the top, that one's a little different because you're looking straight up. That is probably fine. All right, so that part's done. Animatrix is good by itself. Yeah, exactly. It's just a solid collection of sci-fi animated shorts. Kind of like Aeon Flux, maybe, in that style. It's very visceral, very violent, very subversive. All right, next up. Now we're going to the MUN station to send out the data. Also, I keep noticing this. I cut my finger today at work while I was filing some stuff, because turns out folders can be quite sharp if you hit them the wrong way with your finger. And it still stings a little bit, and I'm using my fingers, so I keep noticing it. The last movie is apparently the actual Matrix as well. You mean the remake? Or the sequel, or whatever? You guys are distracting me. Hang on. Let me focus. MUN station. There we go. Now you can distract me again. And speaking of MTV stuff, I have heard that they are making more Beavis and Butthead, which I'm very excited about. because Beavis and Butthead is legitimately great. Transmit. And there we go, 24 grand for doing basically nothing. Back to the Space Center we go. The newest Matrix is the Matrix above the Matrix. It's matrices all the way down, right? You can never escape the Matrix. They just put a Matrix inside another Matrix. Alright. We can get rid of Zeldred's pod. The Min Miner needs to get renamed. Matrixception. Yeah, I guess. People like that movie, Inception, right? So just make The Matrix, but it's Inception. Get Christopher Nolan to do it. He's not working on anything, is he? Alright. Looks like it didn't jump as much as it did last time. So are we full or what, guys? Yeah, looks like it. Start up the monoprop. Let's go. Beautiful. So now we can go ahead and get this thing into orbit. We'll fuel up the Gilly lander. And then that thing can head home. Let's rename this thing. This is a lander. This is the Eve miner. Monoprop is almost full. Excellent, excellent. We don't really need monoprop, but it'll be useful for docking. All right, let's time warp a bit. There we go. Turn that off. Stop the monoprop. We can't time warp because it thinks we're flying because we bounced a little bit. Great. Okay. Come on. At least the sun is staying in a relatively stable location, so we're not running out of power here. That would be bad. Ash says we have enough shit movies and concepts flying around without us helping. Sorry for this one. You can swear in the chat. It's not a big deal. Can we stop the drills? Yes, we can. Retract the drills. Everything is retracted. Retract the radiators. Retract the solar panels. And now, finally, it is time to take off. We're gonna spin. Spin it to win it, guys. Let's go. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh boy. Okay. Sorry for the swearing, guys. I don't know how the heck that happened, but I was going the wrong way, and I started freaking out that I was gonna crash this thing. Luckily, we're on Gilly, so crashing is not in the cards. Ooh, that was close. But yeah, I should probably set this to be 18 plus, but I don't think I hit that amount of naughty words or whatever. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no. Oh, I've gone too far this time, guys. All right, let's fix this. I may have gone too far in a few places. I was not watching my apoapsis at all. Okay. Well, you know what? We already did this, so we'll fix it when we get out there. It's not really a big deal. Keep the solar panels out. Keep generating that power. Shouldn't hurt anything. 10k channel points? Nice. What are you going to do with them? Alright. Are we ready to time warp? I think we are. Oh, no, I guess we're not. Alright, luckily I didn't hit the button yet. So we'll just wait. I do actually like to know what kind of channel point stuff you guys like, because I can add different things, assuming it fits the channel, right? I don't want to add, I will play a song on the keyboard for you, because I don't know how to play the keyboard and I don't know how to play songs. But one of the streamers that I watch doesn't have any channel points or redemptions beyond highlight your message and that stuff, and he seems to be doing just fine. But then there's another guy that I watch that has like a huge wall of different sound effects you can play, and that's most of what they are, which is doesn't really appeal to me. I wouldn't want people to just be able to play sounds on my stream. I like having that kind of control. Can we time warp yet? No. We gotta wait till we're up over 8,000. Got it. Urban and his explosion. That's actually pretty good, because he only plays KSP right now. That makes sense. Sound clips. Yeah, I like having the soundboard, but I don't really want people to just play random sounds whenever. It could get out of hand very quickly. That's all I'm saying. Maybe you guys can change my mind. I don't know. Urban seems to be doing pretty well with his lineup. I really like that technical lecture film, actually. It just comes on sometimes when people get to 25,000. Still cannot time warp. Oh, Gilly. Gilly, Gilly, Gilly. What are we gonna do with you? It's a good gimmick. Still waiting. Yep. But if you guys do have sound clip things that you'd like me to add to the soundboard, let me know and I'll see if I can get a hold of some clips. That could be anything. That could be from an anime, it could be from a song. You gotta be more specific. Is that, oh, or it could be from a movie. It could be the Wonder Woman thing that they play whenever she shows up in Justice League. What would I find fun? Here.
Excellent!
Yeah.
69, dudes!
Bogus.
There you go. Name a Kerbal. I already have that. Although you can't actually name the Kerbals themselves. You can name the ships, though. To name the Kerbals, you actually have to go into the game files and fiddle with that, and I'm not gonna do that. It's a really used sound clip. What is it? Oh yeah, there we go. We can finally time warp. So let's see. Clips that I could use. Things from movies that I like. Things that match memes on the channel. I guess I could go digging in my old YTMND days and grab some stuff out of there. There's some great old thing. I guess most people probably wouldn't recognize most of them. It's old internet stuff. I still cannot warp because I'm still intersecting the planet, because when I launched, I got a little overzealous. If I want deafening, all right, let me check this out. All right, I'm going to turn off the desktop sound so you guys can't hear what this is. Because last time Ash sent me a YouTube thing, my video got copyright claimed on YouTube. Which is fine, I don't run any ads. But gotta be more careful in the future. I see. Okay, it's an anime thing, I gotcha. Alright, I'll bring the sound back now. Very interesting. I'll have to see if there's any anime stuff that I want to grab. Maybe something from JoJo. I've never watched JoJo, but people seem to like it. Alright, now we're gonna circularize, or not circularize, but at least get into orbit. There we go. Very nice. And then once we get up to our ascending node, we will fix our inclination so we're on the same inclination as the lander. What about that oof sound effect from Roblox? Would that be useful? Probably not. We need to find something that that becomes a meme on the channel, I think, and then I can get a sound clip of that. But until then, I don't want to force anything, you know what I mean? And anti-normal. Gonna adjust our inclination here. And then hopefully, once we're down to 0, we'll have some nice intercepts that we can go ahead and rendezvous. All right, close enough. But here comes the fun part, the waiting game. Solar panels are out, so everything's good. Here we go. Now, if you guys will remember, I designed, or the whole idea of this thing was that it could mine, go to Eve, fuel up one of the stations, and then return to Gilly. I don't know how likely that is. Simply because this thing can only get up to, well, I can get a lot of fuel in there. Maybe it'll work. If not, we'll just have one more ship stuck around Eve that can't do anything. Probably fine. Jojo Nani. Yeah, Nani. Nani? Probably do that. Is that from JoJo or is that from Fist of the North Star? I guess it's from both. And here we go. More yeah, we're gonna end up with more space junk around Eve at this rate. Here's hoping that's not the case. I really would like to clean it up. We've got 2 space stations out here that are clogging up pilots. We've got this thing that is stuck out here. We've got some probes that are stuck, unable to do what they were designed to do. We're gonna use the RCS for this part. Oh, geez. Wow. Okay. I am not messing around with the Delta V requirements on Gilly. It's just time warp again. Borrow Charney's X-Wing? What do you mean borrow it? I helped him design the thing. If anything, he borrowed my K-Drive. Okay, yep, Fist of the North Star is what Nani is from. They might have said it in JoJo too. Like I said, I've never watched it. Definitely seems like something. They're very similar styles of anime. Big buff guys fighting other big buff guys. Did I see him drop the VAB with fireworks? I didn't see him destroy it, but I did see him shoot fireworks at the VAB several times. All right, so here is our target. Let's do the thing that we do. We're gonna point at it, and we're gonna get ready to dock. And finally, after however many years of waiting, oh wow, this thing hasn't even been out here for a whole year, but these guys have. So after however many years of waiting, they'll finally be able to go home, and with them, a new addition to the Kerbal Space Program family. It blowed up good. What is more space junk? More space junk is all the stuff that I have stuck around Eve. So Eve is this giant gravity well of a planet that sucks up all your delta V, and when you try to leave, it sucks up even more. So I've managed to get several stations stuck. I guess I shouldn't say they're stuck. They're designed to be orbital stations, but they're going the wrong way around the planet. They should be going counterclockwise, but they're going clockwise. So I aim to fix that. As in ships in line? What? A female parent? What? What are you talking about? You feel stupid more? Why do you feel stupid? Oh, more equals more. Yeah, it's just a misspelling of the word more intentionally to kind of heighten the experience of the more, like more boosters. You really want to say it with emphasis. A female parent? How that doesn't even make sense at all. More. All right. Well, while you guys try to figure that out, I need to focus on this rendezvous here. I guess we have a little bit of time. I can probably time warp till we get closer. We're closing in. There she is. We'll want to bring in the solar panels as we get a little closer. Then we're going to need to decouple the lander. We'll fill that up first. And then we'll fill up the main ship, which we're going to need to use fuel lines for. Okay. Make sure we're pointing the right way. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Come on. Slow it down. Everything's cool. Everything is fine. We're all fine here. More. Oh, you looked it up on the internet. Okay, I see. Mother, female parent. Really? Hypocristic, usually childish. Oh, like more. Weird. I've never heard that before. And what was the other one? Ship in line? Like a battle fleet? A bunch of frigates lined up, ready to fire broadsides at the enemy. That could be fun too. All right, so there is our target. Let's slow it down. You had to Google it and that stuff came up. I'm surprised it didn't come up with something a little more not that. We have 2 pilots. The first thing we need to do is have Zeldrid hop out. We're gonna have to do a little fire drill here. All right, Zeldrid, you're out. Transfer. Valbury, you're going in here. you're going up into the main capsule. Board. We're going to undock here. So first thing, like I said, we're going to fill up this. And yeah, this thing has plenty of fuel in it, so we'll just fill it up quick, get it out of the way. Oop, I should probably be looking at the nav ball so I do this correctly. All right, good. You just get rabbit holed. You went down a rabbit hole. Me and possibly an alien are running long tonight. Oh, nice. She's got to be pushing close to the end of that game. I feel like every time I watch an episode of Mass Effect 3 with her, it's like, okay, the Reapers are coming. We better hurry. We got to finish this thing. It's like 6 hours later. Okay, we better hurry. The Reapers are coming. They're going to kill everyone. We got to get this done. And they never come. The worst part is you totally bypass this. Is more a word? What does more mean? More is an intentional misspelling of more, used online as a humorous demand. Yes, exactly. You bypassed the actual meaning and found some archaic meanings that nobody knows anything else about. We've all been there. Well, I mean, I haven't personally, but I'm sure someone has. Oh, it's gonna be good to have all this stuff taken care of at this point. It's been so long. Let's see. Well, this thing, obviously, the mission elapsed time is 1 minute because it undocked. But when we check over here, the main craft should have the actual mission elapsed time. All right, we're going to change targets here. You are now going to target that. Let's make sure it's pointing in the right direction. Go to find controls. There we go. Then switch. Same for you. Go at 0.5 meters per second. Should be good. Obviously, in the real space program, they're much slower than this. We're talking centimeters per second, which is, you know, still moving, but it's much slower relatively. You're watching a stuttered stream. Oh, no, that's just how I talk. I tend to trip over my words and then repeat them, even though everybody knows what I was talking about. I actually should take some, I don't want to call them public speaking classes, but public speaking classes to get a little bit better at performing, which is what I call this now. I am a performer for you guys, like a dancing monkey. And I would like to improve, because the only way to get better at this is to get better at it. Which does not make any sense now that I say it out loud. I mean, it makes sense, but it's stupid. I'm not saying very much. You've been awake for 25 hours. You think it's time to go to sleep. Yeah, man, get some sleep. Wonder if Elon's website trying to dock SpaceX with the ISS is still online. Was that a thing? Uh-oh. Okay, this is not ideal. Let's fix this. There we go. Should be good. Should be fine. There we go. Let the magnets handle most of the work. Oh yeah. We've performed a docking maneuver. Excellent. So first things first. Let's get these tanks all filled up. Hang on. So these are the baguettes. We have this one. the T100, which we're just going to fill from the top. So there we go. Fill her up, please. Okay, so these are all full now. I believe those are the only things. The monoprop I'm not too concerned about. There's plenty. So now it's going to undock. All right, so you are gonna go away. Do I still have fine controls on? Great, I can't even tell. Because it doesn't show me. Oh, docking mode. I did have them on. Okay, well, they're off now. Now we're gonna switch to the big ships. This is where the fun is gonna happen. We need to make this the target. The mission elapsed time is 4 years, almost 5 years these guys have been out here. Miserable. Does this thing not have any power? It does. It just has a really crappy turn rate. What is going on here? I can't move it? Okay, this is weird. It's not doing anything. Reaction wheels are on. Oh, it's in docking mode. Aha ha ha. I see. Why is that even an option, game? Why would it turn off my whole thing? Okay, what's going on here? Probably wouldn't have much of a problem with that. With with what? Been being awake for 25 hours? Oh boy. I got to work. I didn't get to work from home every day when we were working from home, but it was great just being able to work from home some of the time. And I wish I could do that again, but unfortunately, for some reason, my boss likes to see me in the office. So it's like pulling teeth trying to work from home now, so I don't even bother. All right, let's get on track here. A rendezvous. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Target. Stay on target. You've turned off your targeting computer. I wonder if I could use that. I'm sure Disney would find me somehow. Oh, with being on the space station for 5 years? Yes, exactly. That doesn't sound so bad. You know, you got food, you got stuff to do, I assume. You occasionally get communications from home. Yeah, that wouldn't be so bad. I always say I'd love to live on the moon or something. It's not that big of a deal. Earth is right here. You get internet. It's kind of slow. You probably can't play games with Earthlings, but you could play games with moon people. Lunarians, I call them. All my friends are Lunarians. And you just live up there and do whatever it is that needs to get done on the moon. Moon mining, whaling, harvesting moon whales for their sweet, sweet moon blubber. All right, I think we're on track. I don't see anything that would preclude that from happening. So we'll just stay on target there. If anything, this would be the one that needs to change a bit. I think we're going to be okay. And let's make sure, yep, okay, we've got the hose. The hose is on board. So we just need to transfer the fuel into the main tank. Bonk. Oh yes. It's finally happening, chat. We're gonna do it. All right. Meg, hop out. You have a very important job. I want you to grab the hose. Grab the hose. Like so. Oh no, it's not working. No, game, don't do this to me. Come on, man. Why is it not working, chat? Okay, that doesn't work. Is it just like the weird angle? That's not it. Huh. Can we do it from here? Maybe the Kerbal's in the way? Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. Okay, we're done. Okay. Now, switch. Oh no. It's not working. Why is it not working? Hang on. Let me switch back and forth. Oh. Hang on. You, get back in the ship here. Alright, if this doesn't work, guys, we're gonna have to figure something else out. I guess I could theoretically try to remove the whole ship and rebuild it in orbit, but that seems really stupid. Okay, so this doesn't work. How about this one? Huh. Is it just because of the heat shield? Amikins thinks a dozen games would make up your entire video game collection. It's true. I have many more games than she does. Don't tell me we need the second hose, because we didn't bring an extra hose. We brought one hose because I thought it would just take one hose. And now you're going to tell me it's going to take two hoses, probably. All right. We're going to do it the fun way then. All right, that's going back in there. Guess what we're going to do now? We are going to get all our friends together, and we're going to take this ship apart until we get rid of the stupid ablator. Although we will need to eventually put that back, so maybe that's not a great idea. Okay, so I cannot move this, I guess. Cannot detach reaction wheels larger due to part attachments. I think you maybe can't move engines. Is that a thing? Yeah. Okay, all right. What if I do it this way? No, that's not gonna work. How about like that? That's not gonna work either. There we go, okay. So let's try this. Let's try going the other way. No. Nope, does not work. How about this? All right, hold on. We're gonna figure this out, guys. Don't worry. There's got to be a way to do it. It's just a matter of finding the secret. What if we did this? What's that? Oh, that was the sparking. What the heck is that? No, it's still not working. That's weird. 'Cause I Oh, okay. What about orange tank to orange tank? Like this? That won't work because it just won't. For whatever reason, the game does not like... Maybe that'll work, actually. Yeah, it just won't let me bring it in here. Alright, let's try this. Oh, now the fuel tank's blocked off. Or the thing is blocked off. I guess it's fine. Okay, so... Alright, let's go back to the Space Center. Let's try it again. I could use the docking port from the lander to put on this... Oh! This guy is a genius. Thank you very, very much, WesQC. Oh boy. Somebody finally fixed it. Science data from surface to Gilly. Yes, we got that. Alright. So thank goodness somebody here has a brain, because I'm like, I got the field hose. What else do I need? The docking port, obviously, is the way to go. So the Gilly lander is here. So let's get our engineer back out here working. All right. So step 1, Meg, get out. Luckily, fuel hoses do not have any things. Then get back in. Then we're going to undock. Like so. We're going to switch over to this one. We're going to back off. We're going to switch back here. We're going to have Meg hop out. She is going to grab the docking port and just slam it right there. Perfect. Control from there. Set as target. Oh boy. Now I got to try to control it. Beautiful. All right, so you stay right there. Then I'm going to set you as target. Oh, yes. Oh, it's finally happening, guys. Here it comes. We're going to dock and we're going to get all this sweet, sweet fuel loaded up. Oh, WesQC, you're a lifesaver. What can I give you to repay you for this kind deed that you've done? Oh, here it comes, guys. This is gonna be sweet. After 5 long years of waiting, we'll be able to send 2 whole pilots and an engineer, a brand new engineer, in fact, back to the KSC. And Kiss. Now Kith. All right, let's get this thing cleared out. Yes, there it goes. Look at it go, guys. Oh wait, I forgot I don't need oxidizer because this is a nuclear engine. We'll get that out of here. Oop. I goofed. So once the liquid fuel is all filled up and the oxidizer has been emptied out, that's everything. All right, then we can undock. Switch over to this one. and then switch over to this one. Have Meg hop out again. She will control from here now. All right, now put the docking port back where it belongs. Not like that. I don't even know why I would put a docking port on here, considering it's basically unusable. I guess it was to carry the lander, wherever that is. It's around here somewhere. Okay, it worked. Finally. It's done. All right, who are we sending home? We're going to send the pilots, I guess. And we need to bring back Zeldred. So, Meg, you have drawn the short straw. You get to hang out here forever. Until we send someone to pick you up. Or until we can get you over to... We'll drop one of the engineers off somewhere, and we'll leave the lander up here. All right. Set our target. And I'm realizing now we don't have a target. So we'll just point in this general direction and go. Until we get a target, which is going to be here. Oh, actually, no, we don't need a dock. We just need to get close enough that we can do some spacewalks and sort all the space out here. Hope everybody's staying hydrated this evening. Very important. I've actually been neglecting my water intake. So I need to make up for it today. I need a space bus to rotate Kerbals. It's true, yeah. Something with a lot of extra crew capacity. Well, like I said, we have a couple of stations orbiting Eve, so we could easily drop off one of these Kerbals at one of these stations. And realistically, this thing's just going to be sitting up here with a Kerbal on board. And honestly, we could leave a pilot just to do some... Or you know what we could do? We could dock this to the Gilly lander. Or to the Eve miner. It's tough. I don't know exactly what I want to do with it, but we're going to leave it here for now. At least. Because I don't want to be lugging all this extra weight around necessarily. Although it is extra fuel capacity when you think about it. But I think for the most part, I'm just going to leave... We need to get a little closer here. I need to leave somebody behind is the issue. And I'm running a shortage of pilots at the moment. So I think just leaving Meg in here and then swapping her out at some point in the future is the best bet. Am I not getting any closer to this? What is going on here? It's like I'm still moving away. There we go. Target? No, I didn't get a target yet. Right, hang on. Set as target. Yep, there we go. Aim at target. And burn away. I guess these are a lot weaker of RCS than the other stuff that I have, right? Alrighty, we're good to go. Yeah, so we're gonna swap out Valkyrie. We're gonna put Meg in here. We're gonna get this thing ready to launch because our Eve to Kerbin window is gonna be coming up in about a year and 100 days. And at that point, we're gonna need to send this vessel back to Kerbin, and we're gonna leave Meg here with the miner guys. And then eventually we'll get the miner back down on Gilly. We'll try to send it over to Eve to do a refueling mission. And we'll see how that goes, because I do not have high hopes for that one. I think we'll use up all the fuel to get there. Then we'll transfer the fuel over, what little we have, and then we won't have enough fuel to get back up here. We might have to do several trips, and that might be an off-stream project for me, or a just I never do it project. One of the two. Might just not happen. And here we go. Here we go. We're getting closer. Still a ways out. Very slow space stuff. I don't know how Urban does it. He does everything so slow and deliberately, and people are just super engaged with it. I don't get it. Like, I want to get stuff done now. I think if I was playing offline, I'd probably be a lot more patient as well. But since I play on stream and I'm trying to entertain people, I feel like I need to be doing something very action oriented. But maybe that's the wrong way to approach Kerbal Space Program. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. All right. So we're about 80 meters out. I think we can just stop. That's a lot of RCS. It's probably fine. So we've got, you are here, Meg. So you're actually going to go swap out with Valbry. I know it's going to be tough, but you'll get used to it. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I need to dock with this one, don't I? All right, hang on. So this needs to go over here. Let's actually do that, like I said I was gonna do. And then once this is docked, I won't have to worry about there being a pilot, because it'll be attached to a ship that has a pilot. Meg, just chill there in EVA for a little bit longer. So this will be attached here. I'll send Valbry over to the return vehicle. Meg will hop in here and just chill with the miners until such a time as I can find a permanent place for her. My issue with leaving an engineer, obviously, is that she's not going to be able to really fly the craft by herself. But I think we can just avoid that by not doing anything with it. Or swapping between these guys, because I do have a pilot on the miner. All right, now we want this to be pointed towards this docking port. Like so. There we go. I wish that this Kerbal was a little more leveled up so he could actually do it. But he cannot. But that's okay. We'll let Valbry do most of the work. We're coming in at 0.5 meter per second. We're gonna burn off some speed here as we get closer. Yep, it looks fine. Looks good. Did anybody ever play Rayman? Back in the late 90s, I think is when it came out. Or would it, no, would have been before that. Mid to late 90s sounds right. I had that game on the PC, and holy crap was it hard. I remember it being hard as a kid, but I just assumed that it was hard as a kid because I wasn't very smart as a kid or wasn't very good at games. But apparently it's actually notoriously difficult as a platformer. Very unforgiving, very min-maxy with the jumps. That's not the right word. You know what I mean, though. Like it's not very forgiving. You have to get everything pixel perfect, that kind of stuff. So I had thought for a long time about going back to beat it, because I never beat it as a kid. I got decently far, but I don't know. I guess it's super hard, so I wouldn't be very good at it today anyway, even if I wanted to. Okay, now Valbury, you're gonna get out, and you're gonna go over here to the return vehicle to get ready to return. And then Meg is gonna head over, take up position on the old lander, like I've been saying for the last 5 minutes. It's all coming together. And thankfully, WesQC came in here and fixed our refueling issue. So we didn't actually need the hose at all, although it'll be nice to have that just in case we need it later. And board, and then switch to Meg, who is gonna go up here. And that's all the Kerbals around Gilly accounted for. So now it's just going to be a matter of waiting for a return window and also doing some mining missions, which we might do on Wednesday. So we'll take a look at that on Wednesday. We'll try one mission out. If it just goes horribly wrong, then so be it. It's fallen victim to the Eve curse once again. But hopefully we can do at least a little bit with it and start thinking about reorienting all of our stations and maybe even deorbiting one. Could be fun. You guys like to watch fireworks, right? All right, so this is all taken care of. So back we go. All right, so we're gonna skip the jewel transfer window because of lack of crew. And then the Duna to Kerbal window is gonna be coming up in year 9. So hopefully all of our Kerbals will return, or at least the couple of Kerbals we have returning from Eve will be back by then. And we might even get some other rescue missions. We'll have to start doing more of those. Okay. So I think that's gonna be it for the night. Unless you guys have anything to talk about. Oh right, this is a whole thing that we haven't even looked at. Yeah, find the lunch thief. Somebody's been eating my lunch. You said possibly an alien was going late tonight. Very interesting. Well, let's take a look here. You know what? I don't think we need to raid anyone tonight. I think we've been low key enough. I don't want to show up with like 2 people. That looks kind of lame. So everybody have a great night. Oh, let me switch the windows here. Doo-doop. Everybody have a great night. If you want more Kerbals, I'll be back on Wednesday. Otherwise, tomorrow... I can't remember if we're on my channel or possibly in Aliens. I think it's on hers. No, it's on mine, because last week was the pig. Or the Cabot stuff. So we'll be on my channel tomorrow for Monster Prom, plus whatever weird thing possibly an alien has for me. And I will see you guys tomorrow or Wednesday, or whenever I see you, I guess. Have a great night.